The room itself was nondescript. It was odd that it was in the very middle of the house. It had four walls and no windows. None. It was in the very center of the house. It had French doors that opened, but there was nothing in it. There was no character, there was no spirit, there was no feeling. It was like walking into a blank space. If you've never experienced a completely blank space, I don't even know how to describe this to you. It was the silence was quieter than quiet. It was the weirdest space I had seen in a long time. In my experience, those tend to be portals. So they're doorways that open into other dimensions, and almost like a black hole, they pull in energy or refract energy in a way that it can't accumulate like it does in other areas. That isn't what was going on here, and I couldn't figure out what it was. On a long enough timeline, that room would cease to exist. I don't know how that works, but given a long enough timeline, that room would have just disappeared. I asked the realtor about it when I got in the car, and she said that to her knowledge, that room had only ever been used as storage. I also found out that the realtor had lived in that house for a while, and she had experienced all of the disruptions. She explained that the wood had come from a place off site at I think she had said it was a ranch of some kind. So she didn't know the history of that wood, but it hadn't been originally with the house. I didn't think it had been, but she confirmed that it had come from somewhere else and that it had never been cleared before they brought it into the home. She also confirmed that there had been a lot of activity in that room that felt different, her words, than what she experienced in places like the kitchen and the bedroom, which would have been the woman, the dead woman, causing her disruptions. I asked her about what the woman said when she said, I left them something. I said, is there a basement? I feel like there's something under the house. And she said, no, there's not a basement, but there's a crawl space. And I told her the room where the woman had told me that, and she said, well, that's where the crawl space is. The woman wouldn't cross from the property, and so I brought her home with me. I was hoping that by clearing the property through meditation, I'd be able to figure out exactly what was going on there. Yeah, that was interesting.